What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. We're talking about what are we talking about
What's
today?
up?
Burnout, because I'm burnt out.
Burnout.
I'm done.
Man, it's only November 10th, brother. You got a whole month to survive before the burnout stops, right?
No, I think we're supposed to. We're coming to a close. We got a lot of our stuff wrapped up, right?
Yeah,
But
beautiful.
we're trying to button up some tight ends, close a couple more cases, get it going.
Yeah,
We'll see what happens. We'll see if anybody actually shows up tonight who's not working. You should be working. Shit. We'll see if people show up tonight.
they're watching, Thursday night football probably.
I was messaging my brain coach last minute, and I should have called her earlier, and she's got some good ideas. Excuse my mic today, guys, because I couldn't find the wire for the mic, but uh, she all understands that. I remember when she met with me a couple of years back, she just said, "Yeah, you're just." Here's the line. It's called habitual burnout phase, where it's like way past the burnout phase. Habitual. It's like you're just living in a burnout phase. Um, so a lot of us right now, probably right. How do you get there? You're in a routine, things are
Yeah.
going well, and then fourth quarter comes, and then the workload increases, the time increases, and you start pushing the routine things, the regular things you do away. I wanted to go to the gym, but you know what? I got to work, so I can't go to the gym right now. I got to work. It's more important. So you start to roll out of this routine and overwork, and then slowly but surely burnout happens. What do they say it calls? The honeymoon phase, then the onset of stress, then the chronic phase, the burnout phase, and the habitual burnout phase. A lot of us probably in burnout phase right now. If you're listening, you're burnt out already. Let us know. Craig, what do you say?
Yeah, you got to, it's like you said, you start making excuses and you go, look, I've got to do this, I got to do that. And so the things that you really should do, it's so counterintuitive that it's so funny that our bodies and our minds so often work against us. And so you need to go to the gym. You need to get that stress release. You need to take the time out for you because between work and Indian guides or Boy Scouts or sports, dance recitals, and family life, and then if you have any energy or time left, maybe dating with your spouse and all of these things. Maybe you got to take care of a parent, and then another client threatens to leave, and it's just a never ending cycle. And so what you got to do is you got to be disciplined. You got to try to control your brain from focusing on all the negative stuff and have an attitude of gratitude. An attitude of gratitude will solve more problems in life by just remembering all the good things that you have, all the flexibility, all the control you have over your life, the control over the choices you have in your life because you're a successful business person, the ability to attend events for your children and to be present and to take time out with your spouse so you don't lose that. Those are all things, that are easy to pass up. And trust me, this work thing, nobody, I went to strategic coach, Dan Sullivan, 1997. He taught me that if you died, all of you brokers out there, if you died tomorrow, they'd all your clients would have a new broker by the end of the month, by next month for sure. And so what you do is not that important in the grand scheme of things. So have an attitude of gratitude for the things in life that really matter. And I think that'll help maybe disrupt the pattern of burnout, change the focus of where you put your attention, and be grateful.
Yeah, it's a challenge you get in the fourth quarter here, though. It's how do you balance it? This industry is heavy now,
Oh,
light later.
yeah.
You staff for it. You can't. You try to prepare for it, but you can't really staff around the fourth quarter. It's just not feasible to have people sitting around all day. But um,
Demand your carriers give you data earlier and earlier so you can get your renewals done sooner.
yeah, it's just a matter of there's just so many. You try to have a process, this and that, and then this comes in. This is more important than that, and you try to put this what's most important first, or new opportunities that look better first, and it gets out of whack pretty quickly. And I guess the overarching thing is well, I don't want to give up in this business opportunity. I remember when I was in the brokerage business, I got this account, and the lady fired the broker because instead of meeting with him, her meeting, he canceled and he went on vacation. She fired him because of that. But now I look back on it and I'm like, you know what? Wasn't it at the time? It was $7,500 account. I just started. That was like all the money in the world. I was like, thank God, what an idiot! Why would he ever do that? What a dope! But now I realize pretty much every time I leave or go out, anything is up for grabs, right? And if they're going to fire me, they're going to fire me. Yeah, you don't want to lose you don't want to lose the big ones. You might take the call, but at the end of the day, uh, it's really not that big of a deal, right? I mean, if you've got a good business and you have a way to prospect, create new opportunities, close new business, but if you're sitting back on a book, then different story, right?
Yeah, I find a good release for burnout is I find that Grey Goose goes with almost everything.
Hey, hold on a minute. Somebody's knocking on my door.
Uh-oh. I think John might have to move again. He's managed to stay one step ahead of the law. From Orange County to Vegas. Now he's in Florida. Oh, wait.
So,
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, somebody came to, I mentioned somebody to pick the dog up today and they showed up now. So funny enough, but
yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow.
Well, I was saying, good alcohol is a great release. Take time for yourself. You might like to smoke a cigar like John, where
that's what I'm going to do tonight.
Smoke a cigar because it helps relax you.
Joy says, I think we should fire more clients. 100%. I remember when I was starting, I had an account was worth like 30 something thousand. I was new. It was so much money to me then. Oh my God, it was so much money. It was like 2,500, $3,000 a month, all the money in the world to me. And they were just a disaster. It was one of the first accounts I ever took self-funded. Great case study, saved them a fortune, but they were unbelievable to deal with. And stressed the hell out of my employee, my best employee, my only employee at the time, or one of two at the time, essentially quit because of it, because I had to give him crap about it. And first time I yelled at him, if you want to call it yelling, and quit. And I lost my employee over one account, which was like, now you look at it. I remember being at the mastermind at Mark's mastermind, Craig's son, and telling the story, and they were like, yeah, just fire the client. But it was still difficult to do, to say goodbye to $30,000 in revenue at the time.
Yeah.
But the reality is you'd never feel it if you're growing a business and you're not living paycheck to paycheck and being stupid and living stupid. The reality is you never feel it, because what's coming in, we're going out, more coming in. You're always writing new business, especially in a brokerage. Yeah. It's hard to lose business. I'm in the wholesale side now.
It's true. It's
naturally true. You have to accept the fact that you're going to lose, a good chunk of business, because brokers get fired, changes get made, whatever it is. There's a lot
executives more change.
Yeah, it's mostly brokers getting fired, and you're out. You're out. You're part of that puzzle. You're out in the new year. So there's a lot of more attrition in the wholesale side. So you've got to start to develop this skin and go, all right, I'm going to write X, but I'm going to lose X. So I've got to make sure I'm writing, which is difficult to deal with. I mean, it's still an adjustment to make, but that just makes you go, all right, I got to go heavier here on marketing and create new opportunities.
Yeah. Joyce has an interesting comment. Yeah, I think we should fire more clients. Well, the sad truth is, it's that old story of people living lives of quiet desperation. The reality is most brokers, yes, brokers are people too. Most brokers don't have a steady, consistent, disciplined new business flow. And so they're remiss. They are afraid to fire clients. Look, it's the old story. I think it was the Vikings historically. One of the stories, I think it was them that I read about, and why they were so successful at conquest. Well, when they would land to go conquer a new country or a new area, and it was going to be a big battle, they would burn the ships when they landed on the beach. Talk about no plan B. There ain't no going backwards. You're going to win or you're going to die. So for a lot of brokers, I think they would do themselves such a favor if they just sold all of the time suckers, all of the time vampires, the resource vampires that are often represented in their smallest cases, their smallest clients who are especially needy. And then, of course, because brokers have trained their clients, clients don't train brokers, brokers train their clients. If you've trained your client to believe that 1 is low, 10 is important, and everything's a 10, then you get what you deserve. And so if you just sold your bottom portion of your book, you'd free up so much time. And if you had a disciplined, consistent marketing program that you invested in every month, you'd know that you have more revenue coming in. So you could do that. You could take a haircut, give somebody else all the headaches, just take the revenue, use it to reinvest, and not take on any more of those C and D clients anymore. Just take on A and B clients. It's all doable, but it's very difficult. Like you said, John, it's hard to walk away from money when you don't see any new money coming through the door. And that's why
It's
people
more
don't do
difficult in the
games.
beginning, not understanding it. People are probably
Yeah.
listening newer. We got a lot of young guys that listen. A lot of young guys. That's an episode we should do. Is going on your own. This is a
Yeah.
time to think about it.
If you can survive the cash flow timing transition, you can be successful in this business. Because like you said, it's hard to lose business.
Yeah, it is. As a broker, it's just very difficult to lose business, in my opinion, unless you take them RVP. But that's another story. But it is difficult to fathom losing the revenue in the beginning because you just don't understand it. I never felt that client lost. It was one of my probably my biggest revenue client at the time, but I never felt it because I was just writing new business around the clock, and so you don't even see it. Even now, we might lose a 50K, 85K clip account, and it's annoying. Believe me, it's not fun because you got to make it up, right, just to be back where you were, but you never feel it. And so if you can just try to go forward with the fact that this is what we got to do to get the job done, that's what you got to do. But back to burnout. Craig, you're the master of the quarterly vacations. I know in the past, COVID, some things going on, you haven't. What does that do for you to help you with, because you work harder? For those that don't know, Craig, obviously successful guy. You call him, I would say, ultra successful in this business. When I call him on the weekend, he's in the office. When I call him on holidays, he's in the office still. He's addicted to working. He's addicted to the chase, the hunt, the kill. And so I'm sure he gets burnt out like the rest of us. However, he does things to help him with those times.
Yeah, you got to get free days. I learned that at Strategic Coach with Dan Sullivan. A free day is where you unplug. You don't read business journals. You don't look at your phone to do anything related to work. You don't check your emails. You don't call the office, and you recharge your batteries. And wherever you're at, you're present because you're not distracted by this constant. I got to check this. I can't tell you, John. At events we've done over the years, it's usually an old school broker will come up and go, you don't understand. I have to answer that phone. I have to respond right away. And I'm like, no, you don't. You don't understand.
I probably shouldn't say this, but I have a retail brokerage and I don't do anything anymore. I used to know every
Legacy
email,
business.
every issue.
Yeah.
I got a team that I can trust there. And I'm only called in to do the consulting on bigger accounts, this, that, and the other. And I thought I had to do everything. I had to do the ancillary quoting, all the quoting, because nobody knows what they're doing. It's not that big of a deal, guys. I mean, you just got to look at it maybe at
Yeah.
the end, but you can literally run, as you know, a retail shop with your eyes closed, um, and just focus on new business. Again, you got to have a good team. You got to have somebody you trust behind you. But the reality is it's not that serious. I burnt the hell out of myself thinking it was that important, that serious. Everything is not. I'd go to bed at night and just stay up all night thinking of service issues or things that may go wrong. Or the CFO sent me a message today about a bill, and I got back to him, but I don't have the answer yet, and that would keep me up at night. I mean, it's just retarded. I had to answer immediately, get the answer right away, or I was going to get fired in my head.
Yeah. Go on vacation. Go on vacation. Be present. Try not to do business. It's a great way
I'll
to
go on
recharge your
vacation in the
batteries.
fourth quarter. Okay, now smart if you want to make money, but go on vacation, and if they call you or text you, you can put. I never put an away message that I was away because I didn't want anybody to think I was taking vacation to get angry at me. But now I should do it more often. I always forget to do it. It's just like even on days where I don't want to be bothered, just completely put I'm away. I'm out of the country. No, or I'm out of the office. No access to voicemail or email. You know, leave me alone.
Yeah. Don't call me. Talk to
Yeah.
Tim and Fred and Sally and whoever the team members are. The clients are happy to deal with somebody else. It doesn't have to be you. You don't have to be the solution to every problem. Of course, if you don't have any staff, that's a big part of your problem.
It's a bigger problem. It's a lot bigger problem. I've been dying to go away for a month, reset, da da da. My brother texted me the other day. He says he's going back to Thailand all month next month.
Ooh.
A little earlier than I wanted to go. Now I want to scale the company. I got all these agendas, all these things that I want to do. What do? I'm already telling myself, no, you can't go. You can't. No, can't take off. It's impossible.
I would argue you could do planning. You could do planning in Thailand. You don't
Yeah,
have to be domestic to do that.
that's true. But I don't like to work when I'm on vacation. I realize that. I remember you telling me you'll like
Well,
it.
in Thailand, the people are, waving fans over you and who knows what. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, no, I mean, if I go away a month, I'm going to have to spend some time. I mean,
You
but
can't have that much fun
I
for
was
that long.
jamming it in. I was trying to
Yeah.
jam it and live every moment of the 10,
You're
11
not
weeks I was
25
there.
anymore. You couldn't survive a month. Takes
No,
too long to recover.
partying, hanging out, whatever. I mean, those day trips, those are pretty exhausting. They're fun, but they're exhausting out in the heat, getting up early, bouncing around. Yeah, good
John
time.
definitely doesn't like to get up early. He prefers to go to bed early in the morning.
As much as I try to go away from it, I still love working at night.
He's a vampire.
I don't like working in the morning. I don't want to talk to anybody in the morning, so don't call me. Anyhow, uh, what are your thoughts? What's your recommendations? You're way more experienced in this. Clearly, I still have problems because I still can't accept going on vacation in the off season. Um, what are your recommendations to those? They set, let's say December. I say December 10th, 12th. It's pretty much dead after that. You got your
Try it.
recommendations done.
Try. Give yourself permission and just do baby steps. Go away for a long weekend. Don't answer the damn phone. Try it. Yeah. Once you learn how to do it and you get confidence doing it, then you won't worry about it. You won't you won't stress over it. You won't have these mental conversations in your head because they're perfectly happy talking to Carla and you know they don't call me. I mean, in my retail business, they haven't called me in 10 years.
In the retail business, they're like, "Wait, Craig still works there?"
Back in the
You talk
day.
to caller, they're like, "Wait, Craig still works there?" That's how bad it is. Yes, and yet still, you can still do a phenomenal job teaching your team, having a weekly meeting, whatever. I have a weekly meeting, and my team can execute it. You don't have to be the one executing it, but I mean, I thought I did.
Well, exactly. This is all just an illusion, a conversation that you've had that you've reinforced with years and years of practicing your business the way you
How
do.
important I am.
And you can undo it, but you just do it in little steps at a time because you might feel uncomfortable. And the easy way is, stop answering the damn phone or leave a message on there that says, if you need anything while I'm in Hawaii, call and talk to this person. I've got to go recharge my batteries. I've never had, I remember doing retail. I mean, people never were mad at me because I needed to recharge my batteries because they all understood it.
Maybe that's what I'll put as my away message: recharging my batteries. I'm currently out of country, recharging my batteries. I'm happy to take your call if it's
Getting ready for exciting new developments for next year.
Non-business related. Hey, so those that don't know, I went to Mastermind last week. CEO of Seamless.ai, billion-dollar company, 36. Guy's a real beauty. I mean, superstar, super stud, Clearwater, Florida. Funny enough, one of our broker manages their benefits, and I'm going to be pitching to him. But unbelievable.
No kidding.
Yeah, unbelievable team, unbelievable things that we learned from. If you're not using Seamless.ai, check them out. Brandon Bornanson, great stuff. Now I forgot where I was going with this conversation. But here's a guy. They function
You went to the mastermind, you said.
5 a.m. to 10 p.m. every night. That's his schedule. He said, like a machine. I mean, like a machine. And so, the point I was trying to make from him. This is years ago. When we were having him on the podcast and his internet wasn't working. This is years ago before he was as big as he is now. He put in an away message on his email. Hey, I'm busy building, a billion dollar tech company. Excited, basically leave me alone. I'm building a $1 billion organization. This was years ago. He still has it on now. He says he doesn't do any emails. Zero. Pretty incredible. And he pulled up his thing. It was like, 20,000 emails or something unread. Pretty funny.
I would love to do that.
Yeah. SaaS company.
Wow.
400, 500 employees, scaled 0 to 4 years, $1 billion evaluation of company. And guys, machine. Those of you that in this off season, if you're not investing in yourself, put some money behind yourself. Invest.
The best investment you can make.
I mean, I remember.
But don't go to events that have other producers that are smaller than you or the same size. You won't learn a darn thing.
I was laughing when they put the ticket price of $500 up and VIP for $1,000. I was like, VIP to have dinner, to meet after and be able to talk to people. Had his whole team there, 15 top guys at his company. I mean, just like the tech SaaS companies are just light years ahead of us. I mean, imagine hiring 100 employees a year, 150
Who's
employees.
the only tech SaaS company you can think of that went into the brokerage business a few years ago?
Zenefits, yeah. And that's his
Grew
client.
like crazy.
His client is Rippling, right? So we're paying those, again, I know we're going off topic, burnout, but I'm excited. Next year, we're investing a lot of money in consultants, experts, SaaS companies, sales processes, all that stuff, and just building it out to have that front end, top of the funnel, right? You guys are in the funnel now in the podcast. That's part of the funnel. Bringing them down that funnel to demos, to pitches, to so on and so forth, building out all the marketing, all the automation, so on and so forth. That's what you should be looking at. If you didn't close enough business this year, figure out why you didn't. Probably because you didn't have enough leads, or you hired somebody that doesn't generate leads. Said they could, but they really can't. So you better get your butt, you better get your butt in front of people. Invest
exactly. That is the game. How do you get your butt in front of more people so you can talk about your value proposition and what you can add for their business?
I mean, Craig likes to sniper and fly under the radar. So I'm on the call today. Quick story. Girl I met at the mastermind, right? Guys, this is why you want to go to masterminds. It doesn't have to be your industry, okay? Take a break from industry.
Exactly.
You want to learn. I mean, this guy in front of me, next to me, again, this was when I went to the conference and met Craig, thought I was a big shot. Then I go to this thing, the guy's doing $63 million in revenue. Again, I don't know what profit margins are on this guy's organization. He's like, yeah, well, COVID happened and it was good for us. We went to 93 million the next year. I mean, the stuff that you can learn from these guys there at these organizations, for $1,000 I paid to go to this thing. Now I have the guy's phone number. They'll take you a call. They'll help you. Invest in yourself. Figure out what you want to do. Even some other things outside benefits. Because once you get the money, where are you going to put the money? How are you going to protect the assets?
Yeah. Who was buying ETH and Bitcoin yesterday?
Not me.
I was buying that dip, baby.
Yeah. We've been buying a dip for 3 years. But who knows? We'll talk about it in a couple of years and see where it's at. But yeah, invest in yourself. I don't know why you guys. We got a sex finder in our YouTube chat. Looks like a bot. Interesting. Funny.
Wow, those are they left Twitter because Musk kicked them out. now they're coming on the stream.
They're on YouTube. Block them. At least they could have sent some pictures for us to look at here. But scale your company. Figure it out, guys. There's a lot to learn from. I went in there thinking I was so excited to be the dumbest guy out of most people there.
Yeah.
That, I mean, I met an email guy that taught me how to cold email people with a 90% delivery rate. Okay. You know what that's
And
worth?
since you told me that, I've started looking at the names on some of the random emails I get, and I noticed doesn't say the company name. Has that
I mean, that
Gmail address, baby. Yeah.
you've got people that are SDRs. I mean, the culture there, another thing, culture, 24-year-olds excited, coaching other SDRs already. A 24-year-old was a Bengals cheerleader, then went into sales, just mini rock stars, 26 year. I mean, all these guys, superstars there, pretty cool to learn from. And again, all of them, all of them younger, including the CEO and the CEO's wife, who's a COO, who is super stud, recovering attorney, as she calls it. She's like 35, just an absolute machine. I did a blink of an eye. I joined their mastermind.
Listen to what John said, because it's brilliant. Go to events, go to masterminds that have nothing to do with the health insurance industry. God forbid, most of the health insurance industry events are total crap. It's a shiny object pitch fest, and they never result in anything. All your clients still have rate increases. But he went to a mastermind event about marketing and software as a service solution type vendors. And there he was able to learn new things, new perspectives, new insights, a new lens to see the world through, and then relate it back to his business to say, I could do this, and I could do that. And it's a better way. It's a new way. I didn't know about that. And I could hire this company and they could do this part. And you got it by not going to a healthcare industry event. That's low-hanging fruit that's everywhere out there, right? You want to learn how to do marketing and sales?
Yeah, let's
go to other events.
Let's be honest here. Insurance people are not the best people at running businesses. We're good salesmen. We probably closed a lot of business, then naturally became a business owner, but most of us really don't belong being a business owner. We really don't know what we're doing. And that includes me. I don't know everything. I'm not the best in the world business owner, that's for sure. We'd be a bigger organization. But I could tell you what, I mean, I walked out of there with a playbook of 100 pages like this from $1 billion company for $1,000. I mean, I laughed.
I bought 50 texts from John.
I bought him and his whole team cigars, drinks, everything after. Like, you don't have to do that. I was like, no, I don't even think I could pay you back for the amount of money you're going to make me.
Exactly.
So anyway, we're spouting off here because we're burnt out. I'm going to keep working. I'm not going on vacation till I die, but maybe I'll take a break. Somebody says, insurance industry is old. Young people are inspiring. I mean, I love it. I mean, it's pretty cool to know. What was inspiring about the event, Craig, is, we always think we're the best. There's nobody else out there. To see young superstar studs, because they're learning from YouTube and masterminds, the stuff that didn't exist maybe, or we didn't know about when we were younger, right? You knew about it, but you introduced your son to it. I never knew about it till I met you, right? At 30, 32. And so these kids know about it because of YouTube, and they can just learn everything on YouTube. So they're so much more advanced and skilled. And so if you can get some of that young talent, go out and get it. Yeah. That's it. I ain't got nothing else. What else we got? It's fourth quarter. I got to go.
Yeah.
I'm out here.
Exactly.
Hey, thanks for those doing business with us. We appreciate you. VirtueAlliance.com, Virtue Health Consortium. Thanks for doing business with us, renewing with us. We appreciate it. We got some exciting things coming next year. I think we're going to do a self-funded mastery too. I think it's time. We did it a week before COVID. They shut the country down. Massive, successful event. I think it's time to educate. We do another one in March, maybe down here in Lauderdale, nice and warm and fuzzy.
Beautiful.
Yeah. We were on a 130-foot yacht at his mastermind. So anyhow, that's it, guys.
Yeah.
Alice, thanks for joining.
Have an attitude of gratitude. Thanksgiving's coming.
Yeah. Keep listening, keep learning, grind out fourth quarter. It'll be over soon. And then you can cruise for a little bit. Take a little breather, spend some of that money. Because we all work hard. We know it. All right.
Veterans Day tomorrow. Thanks somebody for their service.
Yes, sir. We're here because of them. Take care, everybody. Be good. Happy hunting. Fourth quarter's here.